afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to another Together We Can session. It is indeed a delight to have you here this afternoon. How are you, and how has your day been? It's just 3:04 at my time here in Toronto, Canada, and I'm super excited to welcome everyone today. My name is Abiola Adedeji, for those who don't know me, and I have the honor to be your chief servant here at Chronicles of an Autism Mom Foundation. My name is Abiola. Welcome again to another beautiful session of Together We Can. Together We Can.
Wait,
If
sorry,
you are here, please just few housekeeping. If you can mute yourself, that would be fantastic. But if you can also just use the chat and let me know where you're connecting from. Today's session is going to be a very powerful one. It's going to be one that, further down the years, down the line, we'll be thankful that we're able to attend the session. And so while we're waiting for other families to join, please just let me know where you're connecting from this afternoon. Like I said, I am connecting from Milton, Ontario in Canada. And let me know where you're connecting with us from today. Welcome, Udeme. She's connecting from Ottawa. Feel free to use your chat button. Just take your phone and chat it away. Motorola, good afternoon. You're joining from Toronto. Thank you, Faye, from joining from Leicester, UK. How is UK this evening? Good evening, Faye. Anybody else? How are you? How are you? How are you? Let me know where you're connecting from. Let me know where you're connecting from. Welcome to Together We Can. This is indeed a safe space where we would interact and we just, share as how the Holy Spirit will help us. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome. It's really nice to have you here. Please let me know where you're connecting from. We have more people. Some people are not using their phone. This is not a session where you want to leave your phone or you want to be by your phone. You want to be by your phone. So let me know where you're connecting from. Let me know where you're connecting from. Let me know where you're connecting from. Like I said, today is going to be a very beautiful session. We're going to have fun. We're going to learn a lot. Ultimately, God will help us so that at the end of the session, we're able to take care of our families and take care of ourselves as we just live life to life with God. So good afternoon and welcome to Together We Can. In the Because of our time, I would not, we have to be very punctual today. So I'll be going straight to our agenda. I just want to welcome everybody. This is Together We Can. It is one of our outreaches at Chronicles of an Autism Mom Foundation. And what we do at Chronicles of an Autism Foundation is to empower parents, empower our children, and make sure that every family connected to us, wherever you are on the autism spectrum, you thrive. That is our mission. And a quick run through of our agenda today. We have the next few minutes to just get to know one another. While we do that, afterwards we'll have a quick icebreaker where we just want to connect and actually just feel our pulse as a parent, as a wife, as a mother, as a daughter, as an employee, as a business person. How are you doing? Like literally, how are you doing? Then afterwards, then we'll come back from the breakout room and go to our men's session where we have the privilege of hosting one of God's servants. We have Mrs. Funmi Fatona Ayowole. She's a mental health coach, and she will just be sharing from our wealth of experience how, as parents, we can better support ourselves individually so that we can care for our children. And so we'll be looking at the topic of mental health and self-care for parents. And afterwards, we just have some few reflection questions. We will have welcome new people to our community, and those who want to join our WhatsApp community, we would definitely share the link to join our WhatsApp community. Would also, share more light about the other community events we have, and then we would go to our closing and our home plan. our own plan. I usually just prefer that at the end of every session, we have something that we're actively working on as individuals in different spheres of life. And that is actionable steps on how we can help our children, better support them. And for this month at Chronicles of an Autism Foundation, we're looking at layering on independent skills for our children. And so our own plan will be regarding that topic in general. And so, yes, welcome to Chronicles of an Autism. My name is Abiola again, if you're joining for the first time. And a quick background of our vision. Like I said, initially, I don't know if you don't know, but the statistics are really pointing to the fact that many children are being diagnosed with autism. And as alarming as that is, it also means that a lot of families are being impacted by the impact of autism. And that means that family projections, family trajectories will kind of change, but they would also get there. And so our vision at Chronicles of an Autism Foundation is to make sure that everyone, every family thrives. I sincerely believe that irrespective of where our children might be on the spectrum, they can do well. They can do well. And that is where we come together as families to just educate ourselves. From time to time, we bring subject matter experts to come and educate us, whether it's behavior, how to support our children's behavior, or communication, how we can help them communicate with different forms of which they can communicate, to other things. It could be, luckily, next session, we'll be talking about finance, how we can better manage our finances as family walking this journey, because it's an expensive one. But we know we just come together, empowering ourselves, providing unwavering support to one another, holding each other's hands, and making sure that by the grace of God, irrespective of the stereotype out there, our own children thrives. And that is what we do at Chronicles of an Autism Mom Foundation. About us, to the glory of God, our journey began out of curiosity, me just sharing my experience on Instagram. And I was surprised that a lot of family resonated on our journey. Autism was new to me, but yes, we just decided that every milestone is worth celebrating. And it was out of those shared joy, celebrating our then 4-year-old son's milestones, that this foundation was birthed. It has literally metamorphosized to a non-for-profit organization now, where we have people in our inner circle, over 167 families in our inner circles. We've been around for 3+ years now, and we have members all over the world. We have representation of members in Canada, in Ontario, in Manitoba, in British Columbia. We have members in Nigeria. We have members in United Kingdom and United States. We also have members in Sweden, Ghana, Finland. And so wherever you are, we're a global village now. You can connect with us. And that is why we are having our virtual together. We can meet and greet this afternoon. A little bit about me. Some people might think, Abiola, you have the time on your hands. That is why you're able to do all this. I just want to put it out there that I'm a very, very busy person. I am a very, very busy person, but I have identified that this is a mandate God has laid upon my heart. Like literally, for me to have a son that is diagnosed with autism, it is no coincidence. It's because God wants to make greatness common. And I have accepted that as a mandate to make sure that every family, as much as you partner with me by the grace of God, you and your child will thrive. And so, about me, I am a lover of God. I am a child of God. I am super proud of my father. I am also a certified project manager during the day. I'm a certified Scrum Master as well. I'm a proud mother to two loving children. I have a 13-year-old daughter, Oyinkosola, and I also have our son, Dami, who is 10 years old and is on the autism spectrum. It's a blessing and a privilege to be a mother to a neurodivergent son and a neurotypical child. Literally the best of both worlds. And the best thing that God has done for me is to bless me with my spouse, Adewumi. And we've been partnering together, doing this together, and to the glory of God. And so that's a little bit about me and how I just want to jump quickly to how we support you as a parent connecting with us today. Now, at Chronicles of an Autism Foundation, we support you as a parent by having this together, we can meet and greet session. From time to time, we will feel the pulse of our community and we'll bring subject matter experts to come and share with us on whatever it is that the pain points most of our community members are feeling at the same time. So today we're just tackling our mental health because yes, personally, from time to time, it's a wave. Some days I'm okay, some days I'm really tired and exhausted, but we just need to keep, building our toolkit that I can call it, whereby from time to time, even when you have nobody, you can pick something from your toolkit. That's the knowledge that you have, and that can help you to weather any storm that you're going through. So we are having our together virtual meet and can session now. We also support you with our Together We Can WhatsApp community. We have a WhatsApp community with over 167 families around the world in different countries. Like I said, we have like 4 main countries and we have 4 main regional groups in our WhatsApp community. So you either the UK, US, Canada, or Nigeria, you can find community, local community tailored to meet your needs where you are. So if you want to join our community, please just let me know and we'll add you to our community. We also have support you with our one-on-one onboarding with Abiola. God has laid it upon my heart that in as much as we come together as families, there are still those, those inner things that you don't want to share openly, some pain points that you want to speak one-on-one with somebody. And that's why I've opened some times in my calendar during the week, mostly during my lunch breaks, to connect with you. And so if you want to schedule a one-on-one with me, please just go to our Instagram bio. You'll see the link there. Also, we have lots of resources on our website. Please go through the website. We have a blog that we post on there, with tips and resources on how you can support your child in communication, potty training. Please go through the blog and get those information. Also, because I'm a child of God, I sincerely believe on the power of my Father, and that is why we have Comb Praise. At the last Sunday of every month, we meet together as family to just pray for every child connected with us. And also, we have resources on our social media page, on our YouTube page. From time to time, I'm now sharing more on our Instagram page. Please make sure you watch those videos. A lot of tips and strategies are shared there, and I don't want you to miss out on that. So that is how we support you, and God is helping us, and He will continue to help us. Without further ado, I want us to go to our icebreakers, and that is where I want us to, quickly connect. While other people join us later on, I want us to connect and really find out, how are you doing? How are you doing? I know from time to time we have this auto response, and when somebody say, "How are you?" we just automatically say, "I'm good." But now this is our own circle, this is our inner circle, whereby we can literally be sincere with ourselves. And I'll quickly break us to a quick breakout room, whereby I want you to connect with those in your breakout room. Now, it's not, I don't want us to just do it here, whereby it will be rowdy. That's why I want us to go to the breakout room, whereby we can actually connect and just tell the people in your room how you're really feeling. I think when we are in a smaller circle, it's much easier to share. And that is what I hope to do. So I'll quickly break us out to our breakout room. And I want you to just share with whoever is in your room. How are you? Right now, I am fine. I am good. I just came back from church, and it's always a delight to be in the presence of my Father. He has strengthened me today, and so I'm pumped up. But I really want you to connect with people in your room and tell them how you're doing. Um, it's just going to be a random room, and the rooms are created now. You will have about 3 people, and we just have like 3 minutes each to share how you're doing, and then we'll come back and we'll jump right into the main session. So I want us to dive right straight into our main event for today. We're going to talk about how we can care for ourselves mentally and take our self-care uh more consciously, because as parents walking this journey, I know from experience that it is not easy. We go through a lot of burnout, and I don't want us to not have any resource in our toolkit that we can take out from time to time to help us on those days. And so this afternoon, we are joined by our wonderful sister, Mrs. Funmi Ayowole. She'll be taking us for the next 30 minutes, so about. Please, if you have your questions, don't wait to the very end. Just drop them in the chat. But I'll quickly, introduce her with a video, and the next voice you will hear will be Miss Fumi's voice.
Fatona Ayowole, fondly known as TFA, is a multifaceted expert. She is an executive soul coach, corporate trainer, and speaker with certifications in wellness, advanced team coaching, and visionary leadership. She is a Canadian licensed financial advisor, providing expert guidance on financial wellness to individuals and families. She is one of Canada's top 100 Black women to watch for 2024, recognized for her outstanding contributions. She is a 2022 Community Impact Awardee, honored for her positive impact on the community. Funmi is the founder of the Soul Clinic, a private coaching practice focused on mental and emotional independence. She is also the founder of the Virtual Soul Clinic, a non-profit organization providing global mental health support and impacting over 900 young immigrant leaders of color since 2021. As a wife, mom, and passionate advocate for wellness, Funmi has helped individuals and organizations prioritize self-care, unlocking their full potential by putting on their own mask first. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to FTA.
Hello, 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 beautiful people. Good afternoon, good evening, where you are with me today. Good afternoon, good evening, and I'm really, really happy to be here. Thank you so much to Mrs. Abiola for inviting me. We had our first conversation, I would say, early in February, and then we've been on this dance, and we finally made it to June 8th. And today, when I was emailing her, I said, "This is the day that the Lord has made." Because it took us a while, but we got here, and I'm really, really happy and grateful to be here. So I would love to begin by saying thank you. Thank you for showing up, not just for this session, but for yourselves, for your children, for your families. I know that the intro, the bio that was read, spoke about me, and just to also at the end of it, it said FTA, but it's really TFA, and it's a nickname, the Funmi Ayowole, that I was given maybe about 8, 9 years ago, from my mentor. And that mentor called me the Funmi Ayowole of convictions, because she said once you believe in something, you just go after it. And so it has really stuck with me. And I want to tell you that today I believe in you. I believe in you. Everyone who is on this call, Udeme, Patience, FJO, Oladi, Ade, Abiola, I believe in you because I came for you today. I came for you. You are the caregiver. You are the silent warrior. You're the one who is always on. And so this space is not about more pressure or parenting hacks. It's about truth. It's about the toll that caregiving takes and how you can reclaim your mind, your joy, and your emotional wholeness without guilt. So, what we're going to first of all do is breathe together. I hope you're with me, and let's do it together. So please take a deep breath in, whether or not your video is on, even though I would really love to have your videos on. It helps me know that I'm in the same space with other human beings. So if you can, please put on your video. But even if you can't, it's okay. Let's breathe together. So deep breath in, release. Again, please. Deep breath in, release. All right. So we're ready. The title of the session in general and together to this June, Together We Can, said mask up. But today I want to talk to you about when that mask becomes a lifestyle. For many of us, masking isn't just about wearing a brave face. It's about surviving. We smile when we are breaking. We nod when we are confused. We run on empty and we still show up sometimes at therapies, at school meetings, for some people at night vigils, at work, even when we feel invisible. Some of you here have taken the virtual soul clinic mental health quick scan, and maybe your result said something like overwhelmed or stressed. Maybe your result said falling out of love with God. Maybe your result even showed up as depressed or anxious. Some of you may have the result and you're like, is this really me? But some of you may have received your result and you're like, yeah, I agree. If that's you, I want to say something to you clearly. Your result is not your identity, but it is your invitation. It's your invitation to go deeper because what we do not name, we normalize. When we parent a neurodivergent child, especially within African communities, whether in Nigeria or in the diaspora, it comes with an unspoken weight. It comes with the fear of judgment. It comes with an unrelenting stress. I'm a godmother to a neurodivergent child, and I know what I'm saying. I've seen the effects, I've seen how it affects the families, how it affects the mother, how it affects the people around the child. There's an isolation that comes when even family members or friends don't understand. But hear me. You're my family now, so I can actually tell you the truth. Burnout is not a badge of honor. Sorry, I'm just charging my phone. Sorry, my computer. I think we're good now. Yes. Burnout, I'm going to say it again. Burnout is not a badge of honor, and silence is not strength. Did I repeat it for people at the back? Burnout is not a badge of honor, and silence is not strength. So if you just pause for a second, and if you can, finish this sentence in your heart. In the last 6 months, I have forgotten that I matter because. How have you forgotten that you matter? Now, let's talk about your inner voice. Many parents that I have worked with carry two loads: the care of their child and the constant weight of self-blame. It's an inner dialogue that you don't even know you're having. Did I do something wrong? Is God punishing me? Am I giving enough? Let us bring those lies to the light today. I want to show you 3 common beliefs and how we can reframe them with the truth. So in the chat, I want to see people typing in the chat if you are ready. Are you ready to confront some lies that you may have been believing? I want to see participation in the chat. Since I can't see your faces, I want to see, although some faces, I see Guinea-Cat's face. Thank you. It's a beautiful face, by the way. So let me see your responses. Are you ready to confront some lies? Patience, Heide, FJ, Tosin, you're ready. Let's go. I'm here for you guys. Ade, Dara, thank you. I am here for you guys. Number 1 lie that we usually tell ourselves is, I have to be strong. There's nobody else. I have to be strong. Isn't that correct? Yes, thank you, Olamikbosi and Mirabel. I have to be strong. There's no one else. But let me attack it with an actual truth. The truth is that you are allowed to need strength too. You're allowed to also need strength from others, from God, from any source you can get it. You're allowed to need strength. The number 2 lie is there is no time for me. Because you say to yourself, if I break, then the whole system breaks. But let me tell you the truth to combat it again. The truth is that if you actually break, the whole system breaks. I want you to hear that from another perspective. If you break, you say to yourself, I don't have time. There's no time for me. There's no time for me to take for myself. Because if I break down, then everything else breaks down. But listen to the truth, that same truth back into your ears. If you break, then the whole system actually breaks. So you must not allow yourself to break. You must make time to care for yourself. This is so, so, so important. We're already in it. I know we just started, what, 5 minutes ago, but we're already in it. And I am ready to break down any limiting belief, anything that you guys feel is a struggle. I'm ready. I'm here. I came for you guys today. Number 3 lie that you may believe is my child's struggle is my fault. Let's sit with that one a little bit. Because parents of neurodivergent children may have done all kinds of research. You would have Googled what causes autism? Where did it come from? Is it the Y chromosome or is it the X chromosome? Is it something that I did when I was pregnant? Is it something that came from the husband's side or from the mother's side? Where does it? There is absolutely no point looking for where to place blame or assuming and concluding that all the blame is yours. Let us replace it with the truth. Number 1, or part A of the truth, is that you did not cause it. You did not cause it. Number 2, you can only respond with love. So please hear this. Grief is not only for death. The fact is that you may be grieving the life that you imagined, the child you dreamed of. It is possible. But God does his best work in the broken places. I'm not just here to give you words. I am here to remind you that healing, mental health, emotional wholeness is your right. It's not a reward for good behavior. Healing is your right. It is not a reward for good behavior. So let's talk some strategy. I hope you are taking notes. I hope you're really listening deep. I hope that you're hearing me with your inner ears, as one of my mentors always says. The point is, focus on what I'm saying and how it deeply resonates with you or how it deeply affects you. Because it's not just about how you feel now as we're talking strategy, it's about how your home functions. Did you know that when parents tend to their own nervous system, then their children's behavior or child's behavior often improves? That's because emotional regulation is contagious. It's like sneezing, to just put it in the most simplistic way. Your home responds to your own inner climate. Your home responds to your inner climate. So let me ask you, are you setting the emotional thermostat, or are you reacting to every storm, everything going on around you, every single issue, every single challenge, every single outburst, every single difficulty? Because mental health is not always about seeing a therapist, though that is very good and powerful. It's about saying no without explaining. Yes, mental health sometimes is about saying no without explaining. Mental health is about scheduling 10 minutes daily just for quiet, just to hear yourself think, just to stay in peace, like in peace, to hear yourself think without devices, without anything in the background, without noise, like finding and carving out space for yourself. Mental health is about protecting your joy like it's oxygen. It literally is. It is the air that you breathe. So let me give you some four practical tools that you can take away, with regards to your mental health as a caregiver. Because what did we say about your inner climate? When you start to take care of yourself, you're able to regulate the home, or putting it the exact way that I said it, your home responds to your inner climate. So you have to set the emotional thermostat of the house. You guys know what I mean by the thermostat, if you needed to set the temperature, it is the way you take care of yourself that sets the regulation, the emotional thermostat of the entire house, or emotional temperature of the entire house. So number one practical way is mental breathers. Set aside 10 minutes of silence for journaling, thinking, prayer. Don't say you don't have time. You need to steal your still. So I'm going to write that in the chat. I'm going to type that in the chat. You need to steal your still. This quote is not original to me, but I say it almost every time. Steal your still. Because, because the world is not going to allow you. The world is not just going to give it to you on a platter of gold. There will be distractions. There will be WhatsApp notifications. There will be internet advertisements. There will be the child crying or cranky or wanting or needing something. There may be your spouse wanting or needing something. There may be some job, career, something you're doing, something you're building. It's not going to come on a platter of gold. You need to be aggressive about your time of quiet, because it is in your stillness or your quiet that you regain and refuel your strength. What do you do in that 10 minutes? As little as 10 minutes? You can sit in silence, literally, and if you feel like the noise is too much, write out what the noise, that is the noise in your head, write it out. Because as you journal, you are making space. Have you ever entered into a house and everywhere is so cluttered, into a space and everywhere is cluttered? You literally cannot think. It's the same way if your brain is, you need to write down. If you don't even, at that point, if you feel like your mind is not quiet, then write out the words that your mind is racing with. If you do that with your 10 minutes, it is well worth the time. So journal, pray, or sit in silence. Sometimes when I sit in silence, it's almost like thoughts from the day before, maybe like as I reflect, I find that thoughts come bubbling from my subconscious. Sometimes there are thoughts that I need to work through, thoughts that may bring tears to my eyes. But once I have shed those tears, there's a relief. Sometimes it's positive thoughts, so it's not always negative. Sometimes it's positive thoughts of gratitude. things that I experienced the day before, a week before, and those positive thoughts of gratitude opens me up, opens my mind up to possibilities, and I start to see from a more positive lens. Whatever you do, don't let your 10 minutes of silence, whether it's journaling, praying, or thinking, let it be non-negotiable for you. Number 2, community matters. I'm so glad that you all are in this community. Some of you are here because I posted about it, invited you. This is your first time of being in the Chronicles of an Autism Mom Foundation community. I welcome you. But whatever you do, either join support groups that don't just talk about autism, but groups that take care of you or that are focused on your own growth, mental health, rejuvenation, support. This is so important. Number 3, emotional boundaries, especially if there are family members that don't understand your child. This is very important because you may need to protect you and your child or children if there are more than one. You need to create those emotional boundaries. Like it's almost like a mini, I won't call them walls because boundaries are not full walls. They are like gates where that you can let people in or let them out or keep them out if you need to. So emotional boundaries are extremely important, especially with family members who don't understand your child. And number 4, micro joy. Play your favorite worship song or play your favorite Christian rock song if you're a Christian. Play your favorite song. Do something that sparks a light within you that makes you smile. If you need to dance in your kitchen, laugh on purpose. Pick up one of those Instagram comedian, you know what I mean, skits, and laugh on purpose. Play with your child. Enjoy your child. These are not just small acts, they're actually sacred. And so as I get ready to close my short 30-minute conversation today, I want to speak a word of life over you. There's a Hebrew word called shalom. Some of you may know it and may understand. It means wholeness, not just peace from noise, but peace from within. And I want to decree and declare over you from the US to Canada to Nigeria to the UK that you are not broken. You are being rebuilt. Your identity is not Korede's mom or Alexa's dad or mother of or father of. You are still you. You are still worthy. In fact, you are somebody's child. I want you to rest in your Father's love today. Let it be so real to you that God loves you so much. And yes, He still loves you regardless of the situation that you are in. It doesn't change His love for you. I'm hearing so many testimonies of how people come to the realization that you can never be more loved by God than you are right now. You can't make Him love you any less. There's nothing you have done or will do that will make Him love you any less. And you do not have to perform so that He can love you anymore. You are someone's child. You are your Father's child. Your child is not a punishment. Your family is not behind. You are not behind. And you are also not alone. So while we transition to our question and answer segment, I want you to take out your quick scan results. Take them, like open them up if you can on your phone. Talk to me about if there were areas that shocked you. Talk to me about if there were areas with extremely high scores. But if you saw sort of like normal things that you agreed with, great. But in any of the areas that may have shocked you or that your scores were really high, they are showing that your soul is asking for attention, is pleading for attention, is begging for attention. Please take good care of yourself, especially with these 4 practical tools, because I don't want to give you anything that is high sounding or theoretical. I want these 4 things to be things that you can start doing immediately. What did we call them? Mental breathers. That's number 1. Number 2, community matters. Number 3, emotional boundaries. And number 4, micro joy. All right? So it's time for us to start responding, not perfectly, but with courage. Take off the mask. Silence or burnout is not a badge of honor. And please remember that healing is not a luxury, it is your birthright. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you so much for me. Thank you. That was powerful. I was also just bringing out my scan results and trying to, because I was like, really? These results were shocking to me. But I really, really just resonated with things you said that, burnout is not a badge of honor. It is not, it's literally not a badge of honor. At times we think that I just have to keep going as a parent. My child needs me. It's really, burnout is not a badge of honor, and it is not silence, keeping quiet. It is not a sign of strength. I tell people as much as I can, but at times, they hear this from me and people are like, Bella just keeps saying it. And that's why you're also hearing from Mrs. Funmi that your silence is not strength. If you're tired, it is okay to take time off for yourself and rest. It is okay to take time off for yourself and rest. Many of us, yes, we tell ourselves that there is no time. But sincerely, looking into my life, I've even realized that me reprioritizing my schedule shows that there is time. And if you count yourself important, then you would value the time it use to take care of yourself. So that is not an excuse. Ladies and gentlemen, saying that you're working, I also work 9 to 5 every day. I do comb, I run a business. Those things are things that bring me joy. But I also find time to take care of myself. So yes, and also I like the fact that you also debunked the fact that some of us will say that maybe I caused is what I did that caused autism. It is nothing that you did. I have said that before, but I like that somebody else is saying it. Nothing that you did caused autism on your child or on your children. Just remember and see that there is an assignment for you as a parent. And if you partner with God, He will show you what to do and your child would excel. Thank you so much, Miss Fumi, for sharing. That was really powerful. Thank you for the strategies. I will try to, bring them out again on our social media pages. And it's fantastic that you are here in a support group, and that is why you're hearing this again. So don't be an island on yourself. I know some of you say that life is overwhelming, you're tired, and you just want to withdraw. As much as you're taking time to rest, also remember to stay in circles that would uplift you. If you have any questions for Mrs. Fumi, please feel free to drop your questions. I'm just going to quickly see if we have questions. Um, okay. Please, if you have questions, please feel free to bring your questions up. But yes, Mrs. Fumi, my scan is saying that I'm 50% depressed. What's up? I thought I'm a joyful, bubbly kind of person, but I sincerely just answered those canned results truthfully without holding anything back. But I was seeing 50%. I haven't shared with my spouse because he'll be worried. He will be very, very worried. But I was like, he's saying that Abiola, you're 50% depressed. It says that you're 50% overwhelmed. And which other it's and it says 50% loneliness. And I was like, hey, oh my God, it has happened. It has happened. So,
So
what
happy
do
to
you want
talk
to say
about that.
about this? Because,
Yes, 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 yes,
sorry.
yes. I was going to say that sometimes, especially when we get those 50% scores, we're like, "Ah, I didn't even expect that I was 0% at all." Well, let's treat the one for depression. So the score that says that you are 50% depressed, that means that there are signs, there are tiny symptoms in you that you are tending towards depression. And I wouldn't even say tiny, because if for some reason you have started losing interest in things that used to bring you joy before, if some of your routines have changed with regards to how you're sleeping and eating, if you are feeling like you are carrying a lot of load or burden, that can lead or be a part of a depressive state. And I also want to delineate between a depressive disorder, a clinically depressed disorder, and the feeling of depression. I want us to know that the word depression is when you feel like there is a weight, something heavy. Sometimes people describe it, if they are in extreme depression, they describe it as a dark state. And so there, a lot of the times when people are on the way, on the road, on the journey, there is an absence of light, seeing or feeling like there is hope at the end of the tunnel. So don't be alarmed, but it is your sign to really take care of yourself. It is your sign to go back to journaling. It is your sign to go back to moments, pockets of being alone and working through your thoughts. It is your sign also to execute micro joy. I called it that specifically as per micro joy, meaning introduce small pockets of things that make you laugh on purpose, things that add to your delight, right? Add to your pleasure. And I don't mean things that could be, I would say, empty addictions. Because the truth is that social media can be an empty addiction. Binging on Netflix can be an empty addiction. Because those things, it's other people living their lives and doing things, and you're being entertained, but you're not really being healed. So try to avoid as much of that as you can. Those, and they're like, it's like junk food for your mind. It's really just junk for your mind. It's not giving you real nutrients. Conversations with loved ones, that's real nutritious food for your mind. Reading and learning something is real nutritious food for your mind. Playing and enjoying your children or your family, that's nutritious food for your mind. Right? I hope you're understanding my juxtaposing, right? What is good food? What is junk food? So that's with the depression part. You also spoke about scoring 50% in loneliness. If you feel like you're the one shouldering it alone, or that you don't have someone to talk to or confide in, that attributes to the 50% of loneliness. So please lean into your community, lean into your husband, delegate a bit more, ask for help a bit more. I know that as I'm answering you, I'm answering other people's questions. I get it. So we're just using, you're on the hotspot for now.
Yeah, and I'm taking note.
Good. So lean into that community. Lean into that community. Know that you are not alone. And also know that you are strengthened by God. You yourself just said it, that this is an assignment. It's an assignment and you're stewarding your parenting. It's something that you should know that you are the woman for the job, but you're not alone in it, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm on the hot seat, and many people will think Abiola have it all figured out, and that is why I'm sharing publicly what the rescan says about me for you to know that, yeah, sisters, brothers, we have to take care of ourselves. I just want to quickly also, is there anyone that have a question? If you have a question, feel free to drop it. For patients that asked, I had sent the link on how to take the scan in the WhatsApp group. And I also advise on the process. I had mentioned that you need to create an account first, log in before taking the scan, so you don't have to do that twice. So I was typing
Okay.
that, but I might have just said that verbally, so you know. For Adewumi that was saying that was saying something about log on. That's the process, and I had shared that in the chat. Probably you had mixed that. But anybody else have a question? Question, yes, yeah. I'm it's resonating with me now after you explained that yeah, I have some silver lining towards these things, and literally they are true. Literally they are true. Yes, which one do I want to? Hmm. Hmm.
I have to say to you that at least 85% of people that take the quick scan, their results are always true if they think about it deeply. Sometimes it may be a bit shocking, but it really reflects how you are doing in your mind and in your
Hmm.
soul.
Yeah, it was quite shocking to me, and I was like, eh, I thought I was doing really good because sincerely, I've been taking actionable steps on how to even take care of myself. And seeing this just says that, Abiola, you still have a long way to go. This is a continuous process. It's not just a one-off. So there is lots and lots of room for improvement for myself. And so, Jinika, you're shocked at yourself. Is there something you want to ask Miss Funmi while we have her here? It's okay. It's just us. If you
You
want
can
to.
type in the chat or you can speak.
Yeah, yeah. My question is, some people, because everyone's journey is quite different. I know definitely the importance of self-care. I can say it has helped me a lot. But when I think about some of us, like single parents, some that don't even have the community, the non-virtual, the live community. Obviously, this our community is quite helpful, but it's virtual. So the live support, and even some people that have spouses, but they are not really as geared in as, it's quite difficult for you to keep asking and asking for help. Someone like me, like I even get tired. I'm not the kind of person that would be persistently asking, because I just prefer, oh, you should see that you actually, that this person actually needs help. Why would you wait to be asked? That kind of thing. So I normally think of, those of us in that situation where there is nobody, and I just wonder how one can actually support, or what advice we can give to them, people that are not able to ask for help, or people that do have people around them, but those people are not actually seeing that those that that they need help reaching out. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, or if I'm just going round and round.
No, no, I hear you. If you physically don't have actual people to help you, or you do, but those people are not active in the support or in
Mm.
taking care of the child, I hear you clearly. So you're gonna just have to you're going to need to find stroke manufacture the people, because you really cannot do it alone. No matter what, we were all made for community, just in the normal sense of the word, not to talk of when you are parenting a neurodivergent child. So now it now depends on where you live, as an example. If you live in Nigeria, or if you live in the US, or if you live in Canada, the question is, can you dig? Can you Google? can you search? There will be communities, even if they look like they're far away, there will be somebody that you'll be able to connect with that will be what we in our local parlance, your destiny helper. You may just meet one person that will connect you with a whole host of people who are ready to carpool with you, babysit at some point, give you opportunity for you to go to the grocery store while the child is with them, or for you to go and do your hair for 30 minutes while the child is with them, or the person can exchange with you. Do you understand? Like, there must be, unless you are living on a literal island, you must find, and they may not also be parents of neurodivergent children, but they could just be human beings that will take an interest. I mean, this is going to seem really weird, what I'm about to say, but I'm a woman of faith, and I am at the moment on a prayer guide that I have gathered scriptures all around people to help me with my vision, people to help me and be burden bearers, to carry some of the load, to be intercessors for me. And I am literally praying those scriptures, asking God. So that's another method that I will not discount. That, okay, if maybe I am living on an island and there's nobody else that will help me with me and my child, and I'm a single parent, or this person that I'm living with is not really seeing or wanting to see that I need help, God, raise help for me from anywhere, east, west, north, south. And yes, I will do my due diligence by studying, or not studying, by researching, and I won't be afraid to now ask. When I find people, I won't be afraid to ask, because what is the worst that they can say? I'm sorry, I don't have the time, or I'm sorry, I don't have the capacity at the moment. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you or that there's something wrong with them. It just means that they really don't have the capacity at that time. So I would love for you to explore that, looking for other new people, and then to speak to, if you have a spouse that you are expecting to see that you need help. It's two things. Number one, people in general and that particular gender, they don't see what you don't put in their face. Literally. They can be passing a garbage bag. They can pass that same garbage bag 5 times. I lie? Auntie
No,
Abiola? Okay.
no.
They can pass that same garbage bag 5 times, and this is something that they physically see. They will not know that it needs to be thrown out. So I'm not making excuses for that gender, but I am saying that you can train them on how to treat you if you need to. You also need to kill your pride, because sometimes it's a function of pride for you to be like, please, I don't want to ask for any help. I don't want to disturb anybody. I don't want any wahala before you come and tell me, and I'm tired of asking. You may need to kill that part of your pride, because if you need help, you need help. I hope this
Yeah.
answers the question.
Yeah, you literally took the word out of my mouth, because I was noting down. At times we wait to tell, for those who have spouses, Jenica, we wait to tell them that we need help. We don't want to tell them, you expect them that they should see. This was me before now. And me, it's when God deals with me with his word, then I know I cannot. God literally told me, Abiola, you are being proud. That is pride. You think that you are too bragado, you cannot ask for help, you're killing yourself and not ask for it. It was since that day that I repented. And God knows that I've enjoyed rest. I thought, yeah, because almost anything I'll ask myself, babe, I need help. Just help me here. And he's usually very quick to help. So yes, please. Um, yeah, at times it could be tiring because you've been asking and asking, but don't stop asking. Don't stop asking. Anybody else have a question? I think okay, I think somebody is anybody else have a question for Miss Funmi? think Adewumi left a comment. Another thing I did, I sat everyone around me, friends and family, on how to help me with a son, and as well as say they should, as well as things they should not ask or say. Oh, okay, I shamelessly asked for help. Yes, you have to rally in people you have around you. Anybody else have a question? Any question for Mrs. Funmi before we let her go?
Question and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay like that? I want to flip this one. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's getting hot.
Okay, Uche, is that you? I'm just guessing that's your voice, but um
I think the he unmuted himself by mistake.
oh, okay,
It
okay.
didn't sound like he was actually
Asking the question. Okay. Okay. Anybody else have a question before we let Mrs. Fumi go? We'll go to our breakout room and then we'll take the inner coco gist coco. Okay. In the absence of any question, well, you have the scan already. It's in the WhatsApp group. I have reshared that again. And once you finish, you will see your scan result. Afterwards, you can book a one-on-one session with Miss Fumi or anyone on our team
16 to
to walk
35
you
days.
on this journey on how you can help yourself. Mr. Uche, is that you again? On how to help yourself, things you can do, and she can tailor strategies that would help you based on your unique needs. So feel free to, connect with her. We'll also be sharing a Instagram page. I think I have it. I'll share that on the WhatsApp group. I'll also share it on chat here. But I really want to thank you, Miss Fumi, for being here today. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Thank you for your time. Yes, I will do better for myself. And I'm trusting that everyone here would also take that as a challenge that we can carve out time for ourselves. We can. We are very important and we should not neglect our mental health or our physical health. Thank you so much for joining us today. God bless
Thank
you.
you. I'm leaving you guys with a word. Shalom. Peace from within, not just about the noise on the outside, but wholeness and peace from within. Thank you so much for having me. God bless.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for me. God bless you. Okay, folks. So how was that? How was that? To me, that was like, oh, okay, Abiola, there's still a lot of work to be done. But yes, I love the fact that I have a scan, I have my true potentials, I have exactly where I am, things I need to work on, and definitely I'll be connecting with them to work more on that. But after now, I just want us to now talk. Please feel free to unmute yourself now. This is now time for us, our usual uh, conversation. Just a minute. Yes, I'm just looking at our agenda back up. So, how are you doing? We're still back on that topic. I'm not leaving you guys alone. We all have to thrive. We all have to excel. How are you doing? Out of the strategies Miss Fumi had shared, what exactly do you want to do more about? She has shared about 4 main strategies. What do you want to do more in this month of June? Literally, today is June 8th. We just started. So there's opportunity for growth. What do you want to do more? I want us to now break those strategies down and take actionable steps now. Anybody want to share? What exactly do you want to do more of? Nobody is talking. Me, I took notes. So in case you didn't take notes, I took notes. So what do you want to do more of?
Hi, my name is Ellie.
Okay, hi Ellie.
I think it's just what's controlling my mind more. Is it what I do wrong? Am I curse? Is it generational curse? Like, and look at it like as a, like she said, as an assignment for me from God instead, and look at it in a positive way. Hmm.
Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. Many times I thought for the longest time that it was something I did while I was pregnant. I remember because it was my second child, I did not take back home in my country. They usually make it mandatory that you take this anti-malaria, and it just puts me off. And I thought it was that for the longest time. So it was literally not what we did or but now we know we have to take care of our mental health, take care of the thoughts that goes into our head as well, and quickly silence those voices before they magnify and you start second guessing yourself. Thank you for sharing. Who else want to share? What exactly is it, something that you want to do from the strategy she has given us that you want to take with you this month? Feel free to unmute yourself. Ade, I see you.
Hi,
What's up?
I'm good, thank you. How's everyone doing?
Great.
I hope everyone's fine as well. Yeah. So I really like the speaker that came around to speak because I feel like she's said a lot of things that I'm working on already, that I've been working on in the past few years. So just like you said, I went through like the five stages of grief when I knew, when I first had like the diagnosis. I went through denial. I went through like everything, just not especially thinking, oh my God, I did something wrong during pregnancy. I was like, oh, is it because he had what's it called now? Jaundice. So I thought about everything. Like I read everything. I was thinking, oh my God, I've done something wrong as a mom. But I read one poem by I'll try and find it and I'll put it in the group. It's about mothers with disabled child. So it's about like thinking you're going to Italy, but you find yourself in Holland. I'm gonna find that poetry and I'll put it on here for people to read. At the end, it then said something that resonated with me, and ever since I read that bit, it just felt like something clicked in my head, and my whole life changed. It said to me that if you spend most of your life mourning about a situation, when are you going to enjoy like what you have at that point? And I was like, hang on a minute. Before my child has a diagnosis of being autism, it's actually my child first. So I'm a mom to this beautiful or handsome, baby that is in front of me. And at that time, it was only 3. And I just felt like at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to look after myself to be a good mom to this child. And the only way I could do it was, like I said, I sat everyone down in my family and I was like, you know what? When I need help, every one of you are gonna have to come help me. And if not so, I said to my mother-in-law, to my parents, I was like, I'm just gonna be dropping my child in front of you. If no one comes to me, I'm coming to drop this child and I'm going. And then myself and my husband, we then decided that the child is okay if we go away on holiday, take breaks away from our kids. And since we started doing that 2 years ago, we found that whenever we came back from a break, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It's just going somewhere for 2 or 3 days away from our children. We found that when we came back, we had like that much energy to like um, just be there for that child, because we could do everything. We could spend that much energy playing with our kids, and then we just did so many things. So I started doing like a lot of things, like having my own me time, like having exercises, going swimming every Sundays, like I do. Yeah, you saw some of them as well. And I also had something on my phone called I'm sure everyone has this, like a mode where you can set your phone to like sleep mode. It means that from a certain time, from 10, so for me, mine is from 10 to 5:50 in the morning. I don't get any messages, no text messages, no social media. So, and I wake up before my mode is off. But when I wake up, that means I don't have access to social media and I don't have access to text messages, WhatsApp. It's just me and myself. So I could do whatever I want to do in that period. And I found it like easy to start running in the morning and just doing my prayer runs and things like that. So I don't know, it could be something that someone might just find useful to start doing. Yeah. And for
Thank you
me,
so
I'm
much.
going to continue doing that, because from what she said today, I feel like I'm just going to continue doing that because I feel like I'm on the right path. I don't have it 100%. Some days I dip. I can tell you some days I'm like, oh my God. But I'm going to keep pushing with what she said. Yeah.
Thank you, Adi, for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Of course, when I see that, I will celebrate you. I will celebrate you. Thank you so much for sharing. It's really important that we take time out for ourselves. Anybody else want to go? What is one strategy that you'll be doing more this month trust me, a lot of people ask me, Abiola, how are you able to do so many things? And that's because I implement on the things that I learn. If I get a new knowledge, I implement. And that is why I am asking you the question. Personally, I know what I'm going to do. I have time that like Ade said, she does as early in the morning. Mine is during the evening before my children return from school. I usually have a 30-minute shut down for myself, whereby I just want to think. Sometimes some things creep in and taking some down, but I have it on my calendar, like on my alarm set up, time for Abby. So, what is one thing that you would be implementing for yourself this month of June? Trust me, these strategies, you might seem very simple, but if you don't implement, you would struggle. And that is where I don't want you to be. Mr. Abiodun, can you share with us what is one thing, if you're not talking, what is one thing you intend to do from this strategy that Miss Funmi has shared with us? What do you want to do to take care of yourself better? Because we need you, everybody needs you.
Sorry, I've just joined now. I just joined your WhatsApp. I've just
Oh,
arrived from church. I didn't
okay.
started with you at all, so I don't know what you talk. But I
Oh,
just want to be part of what you are doing.
okay. Thank you for joining. I'm going to do a recap and repost this video, the on our YouTube, so you can watch afterwards. But we're talking about our self-health, our mental health, how we can care for ourselves. And we had a guest speaker, Mrs. Funmi Ayowole, who had shared different strategies that at time, as a male, as a father, or as a woman, as a mother, caring for children, divergent children, we should not wait until when we are fully burnt out. And also, keeping quiet when you need help is not a sign of strength. You're not doing yourself any favor if you're not speaking out. And she listed some strategies on things that we can do. And so, while Mr. Abiodun is catching up, is there anybody else who wants to share with us something you intend to do? Something you intend to do. If you're not talking, I'll put people on spots now, because this is us now. And I think that it is important that we put an actionable steps to something that we'll be doing. So anybody want to share?
Uh, I have something to say. So I think for me, even with the fact that I don't have any child on the spectrum, I still find myself too busy that I don't have time, like take out time for myself. So with all that I have learned today, I think I really need to sit back and just find time for myself, find time to unwind with myself. So that's what I plan to do in this month of June.
Thank you for sharing, Olamiposi. Thank you. And Miss Fumi had said that it is important for us to sit in the silence. Many of us are very uncomfortable when there is nothing doing, like literally nothing doing, like just sitting down. We cannot even enjoy our own company. So yes, that is something really good that everybody should try and do. Set alarms on your phone. One-on-one time with Abiola, call it whatever name, but you are very important to yourself and to your family, and you should find time, sit in your silence. If there are things running through your mind, write them down. I personally journal a lot. Okay, thank you, patient. I personally journal a lot, and I think we should all, whatever it is that you're feeling, making you feel overwhelmed, write it out, cry over it, and immediately you're done, leave it there and take a new leave on something else. Okay, guys, we've already spent 2 hours or an hour and 30 minutes. Please, if you don't want to talk, you can send in a chat like some people are doing. Patience says she'll be taking mental breathers, is what she'll be doing this month. Lara said that she'll be practicing sitting in silence for a while, and it has helped her healing, especially now that the sun is out. Just sitting at the backyard, those are fantastic things that we'll do. But before we go, I want us to spend the next 30 minutes just answering any questions, whatever burning questions you have regarding your child, as we usually do. But before we go that, if you have a question, please raise your hand up and we'll come together as community to see how we can troubleshoot that particular challenge or question together. So feel free to raise your hands up if you have a question that you want us to tackle together. But on the main side, while I'm waiting for the ends to come up, if you are new to Chronicles of an Autism Mom Foundation, I really want to welcome you to our community. Thank you for joining us. And I just want to share a bit about our... Sorry?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
you're calling Mr. Beautiful.
Oh, okay. So if you are new, I really want to welcome you to our community, and just a quick highlight on what we do in the WhatsApp community. So the WhatsApp community, it is for you. It is for me, and it is a shared responsibility. We take responsibility and ownership of how we intend to use the group. So if you have any question, any pending thing, any urgent thing, feel free to use the WhatsApp community. Share your questions. We have over 150 family members that have already walked this journey that will share something, a strategy with you, and that would help you on what to do. Also, in the WhatsApp group, we share our children milestones. Trust me, we get where you've been. If your child just mastered potty training and you know this is something you've struggled for a while, we will celebrate with you because we know how difficult that is. Also, if your child is learning something new, it has a new humor, something interesting thing they did, you can always share. This is people that gets you. At times you wonder if you're telling your friend that your 10-year-old child finally is able to sit and do something. They wonder like, okay, what's the big deal in that? But we know how much our children struggle with hyperactivity. And if your child is able to do that, we celebrate that. So in the WhatsApp group, we hold each other accountable. We share our milestones together. We cry together because yes, from time to time, you will be overwhelmed and you need people that really understand you. And we also pray together. So those are the things that we do in our WhatsApp group. You have to own it. Don't wait for people to tell you things. Reach out to people in your community. Reach out to people in your local regions and ask for information, ask for resources. That is why we are here. So if you're new again, welcome to Chronicles of an Autism Mom. The link is in the chat, and feel free to click the link and join the WhatsApp community. But while we wait for the next 30 minutes that we have ourselves, if you have any questions, this is a time for you to go, and by the grace of God, we'll tackle those questions together. So anybody have any pending issue or any matter that you want us to discuss, or any area you need help with? I'm waiting. This month we are tackling independence. This is an opportunity for you to ask any questions. You guys are keeping quiet. Okay. Like I said, I can only do my best. Anyone have any question? Or do you want me to stop recording? Would that make you feel more comfortable? So
Have
see,
any question?
you have a
No.
question?
No, I don't.
Okay. But is there something you want to share?
No.
Okay, you want to gist with me?
I'm just responding. You've been asking questions, so I just thought to respond
Thank
verbally.
you, my sister.
Yeah.
God bless you. Thank you. Anybody have a question? Okay, in the absence of questions, we'll just go through our agenda. And the next thing is events coming up. We have the WhatsApp community. I've told you how you can leverage that. We have Comb Praise at the end of the last Sunday of every month. Please feel free to join us as we pray together and lift our children up in prayer and other children. Not only the children, we ourselves, we need strength from day to day to navigate this journey. And yes, for the next couple of weeks in the month of June, we'll be talking about independence, how to layer on our children independence wherever they are, how to take it a further notch. Personally, my goal is that my child should be totally independent of me, and by the grace of God, is getting there. So I intend in the remaining part of the month to be sharing more strategies on how more parents can help their children to be more independent. I remember we had shared on the group which skills that parents want us to tackle most, and I said I was going to be sharing about the two main skills, but I can see parents want us to tackle on how to help our children be independent with academic tasks, and the other is how to their self-care routine. So I'll be prioritizing this in the next coming week from this week. And we'll be talking about wherever your child is on their independence when it comes to academics, how to layer up on that, and self-care. I trust that God will help us. We've come to the end of Chronicles of an Autism Mom Foundation. Together we can virtual meet and greet today. If you have any questions, this is an opportunity for you to share. But in the absence of none, you know how to connect with me. You can feel free to give me a buzz on the WhatsApp group, or go to the link in our bio on WhatsApp or in our Instagram bio and book a one-on-one consultation with me. I'll be very much happy to walk this journey with you and shed more light on anything you're confused on. Thank you for joining. Anybody else have a question? Okay, that's fantastic. That means we get to have more times back at the end of the day. I'm going to stop recording.